The world is in big trouble. Countries are fighting over trade and money. This could cause a global recession, where the whole world's economy slows down and people lose jobs. The United States and China are the main players in this fight. Many leaders now say we need to work together to stop things from getting worse. Former UK Prime Minister Gordon Brown says we must act now before it's too late. This is a call for unity and smart action. Trade war between US and China. A trade war is when countries make it harder to buy and sell goods from each other. The US and China are doing this now. The US, led by Donald Trump, is putting high taxes called tariffs on Chinese goods. This makes Chinese products more expensive in the US. China is not happy. It may put its own tariffs on American goods. This makes it harder for businesses in both countries to trade, and it could hurt the whole world. Why this matters to the world? The US and China are the two biggest economies in the world. When they fight, it affects everyone. Many countries buy and sell goods with both of them. When trade stops or slows down, factories close, jobs are lost, and prices go up. Even though the US is just one country, what it does can cause big problems for other countries. That is why people are very worried right now. What world leaders are saying. UK Labour Party leader Keir Starmer said that the world cannot just try to manage this crisis without making big changes. He believes we need to work together across countries to stop the problem from getting worse. Gordon Brown agrees. He was the UK Prime Minister during the 2008 financial crisis. He says, we need the same kind of teamwork now that helped the world during that hard time. What can be done? Gordon Brown says the first thing we need to do is fix the problems caused by US tariffs. One idea is to give more credit to companies that trade between countries. This would help businesses keep working and avoid closing down. Also, China needs to change how it grows its economy. Right now, China sells many cheap goods to other countries. But if the US stops buying, China needs to sell more inside its own country. Global action is needed. Fixing trade is only the first step. Gordon Brown says we also need to work together on money issues. People are not spending as much, and businesses are not investing. That means less growth. To fix this, interest rates may need to go down in many countries. Lower interest rates make it easier to borrow money. Some countries may also need to spend more government money to help their people and businesses. Use global financial tools. There are big organizations like the World Bank and the International Monetary Fund, IMF. They have a lot of money that can help poor countries during hard times. In 2009, these groups helped stop a deep recession by giving loans and support. Gordon Brown says we should use this money again now to help countries hurt by the trade war. Europe can help lead. If the US does not want to help, Europe may need to lead. Europe has lower inflation than the US, so it can lower interest rates more quickly. Germany, Europe's largest economy, has saved more money than the US. That means it can spend more now to help Europe and the world. A new German leader, Friedrich Merz, may help with this. Europe is also working on a plan to improve its economy. This is called the Draghi Report. If followed, it can make Europe stronger and help the global economy too. UK and EU. Working together. Even after Brexit, the UK and the EU can still work together. They already have a defense agreement. Now they can also work together on trade and technology. By working together, the UK and EU can save money on things like defense and use that money to help their economies grow. The risk of the US stepping back. There is a risk that the US may stop helping the world in times of financial trouble. If this happens, someone else must step in. The European Central Bank, ECB, may need to help countries that need cash. The Financial Stability Board can check if banks around the world are safe and suggest what needs to be fixed. Building a better economy. In the UK, we need to focus on industries that can grow and compete around the world. These include life sciences, health and medicine, artificial intelligence, AI, clean energy, creative industries like music, film, and art. To grow these sectors, the UK must invest more in research and skills. Also, it should make sure big tech companies do not block smaller businesses. Global problems need global answers. Gordon Brown ends by saying, this is not just about the economy. The whole world system, including democracy, laws, and aid, is in danger. If we can show that countries can work together to help people, we also show that global cooperation still works. This is not just about money, it's about values and about hope for the future. Conclusion. The world is facing big challenges, but there is still time to stop a crisis. We must act fast and act together. Leaders must put aside their differences and think of the people who will suffer most. If we work together, we can avoid a deep recession and build a better future for everyone.